spent many years with non-Muslim boy colleagues.
Yes.
And we talk about Islam.
Yeah.
And the same colleague, how we started with the Sunnah.
Well, that's it's like one of those. How long is a piece of string? You know, and you know, generally, I mean, you know, my experience is that generally they will ask you questions, and that's a good time to start. I actually often recommend just wait for them to ask you questions. But the key here is when they do ask you questions, that you have you know how to respond. And this is the problem. Most of us don't know how to respond to the questions, especially the very difficult ones, like why do you hate gays so much? Why do you want to kill, you know, people for this and that? Why do you chop the hands off thieves? And, you know, why do you blow people up? I mean, some of them are easy questions, like, you know, we don't, that's just not Islam. But some of them are a little bit, you know, difficult to explain. I mean, like, you can't explain to a non-Muslim living in England. For 90% of them, you'll never give them a good explanation why someone is killed for changing their religion, for leaving Islam. They'll just never, because in England, like religion, like changing your religion is like changing your brand of cereal. They don't even care, most of them, about religion. Like maybe in Shropshire it might be different, right? But I don't even think here. People don't care anymore about religion. Right? So let alone the idea that, so you can, but this is a very alien concept. So I don't encourage people to go down the line of trying to answer these questions. I encourage you to bring everything back to the fundamentals. Because at the end of the day, what's the point? Okay, I can answer your question, but do you believe in God? Do you even believe in God? So you need to bring it back to this basic thing. Start with, do you believe in God? Okay, you believe in God. What sort of God do you believe in? What is this God that you believe in? How is He? So and then you want to get them to think about the oneness of Allah, the uniqueness of Allah. Allah is not born. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. And there is nothing that is like unto Him. Allah is unique. Right? And that He alone should be worshipped. And did Allah send a message? Did He guide us or He just leave us? Is this the God you believe? He just created us and just left us everywhere? So how come every creature has guidance? How the bee can find its way to the thing, and the ants can build their nests, and we have this guidance. Don't you think Allah will give us guidance? So it's about taking it step by step through the basics and the fundamentals. This is the thing, we get lost and we start talking about hijab and pork and wine and, you know, the masjid, and why do you have those carpets, and why is it that color, and what's the mihrab, and what's the mimbar, and this is none of this. If we had no carpet, no mimbar, and no mihrab, it would still be a masjid, by the way. Right? So we get lost in all of these